Hey, first graders. Okay, today we're going to read a nonfiction, which is called Biggest, Strongest, Fastest. Okay, so this is going to share some true facts about animals with you. Nonfiction means it's true. Okay, so, and this is by Steve Jenkins. He's the same guy who gave us all those interesting facts in just a second. Animals live all around us. They crawl, walk, run, hop, swim, and fly. Some animals are too small to see without a microscope. Others, like the blue whale, are bigger than a house. There are animals that move as fast as a car and animals that would need half an hour just to cross a room. Here are some of the biggest and smallest, fastest and slowest, strongest and longest animals. They are the record holders of the animal world. Did you know the African elephant is the biggest land animal? The largest elephant ever measured was more than 13 feet tall. That's like taking three of you and putting you on top of each other. And it weighed 22,000 pounds. An African elephant can eat 300 pounds of grass or leaves every day. The strongest animal for its size is the ant. The ant can carry 5 times its own weight. A strong man can carry something that weighs about as much as he does. So a person can carry somebody that weighs about the same amount as them. But can you imagine trying to carry 5 of your friends all at the same time? Whoa. The tallest animal is the giraffe. Male giraffes grow as tall as 19 feet. The females are shorter. With their great height and long, flexible necks, giraffes can eat leaves that other grazing animals cannot reach. That sounds like it might be an adaptation. They survive, they can eat food that other animals can't reach. The blue whale is the biggest animal that has ever lived. A blue whale can grow to be 110 feet long and weigh over 168 tons, which is about as much as 20 elephants. Even the biggest dinosaur was smaller than a blue whale. The Etruscan shrew, which is the world's smallest mammal, could sleep in a teaspoon. From the tip of its nose to the end of its tail, this shrew is only 2.5 inches, and it weighs about as much as a ping pong ball. That is a little creature. The smallest bird is the bee hummingbird. The bee hummingbird is an acrobatic flyer. It is only 3 inches long, so just a little bit longer than that shrew we just looked at. And it weighs 1/30th of an ounce, so it weighs less than a dime. And a dime doesn't weigh very much at all. The sun jellyfish, you see these tentacles, is the world's longest animal. Sun jellyfish have tentacles over 200 feet long. They drag these poisonous filaments through the water to stun fish, which they can then catch and eat. So you can see here, they put a picture of a person to compare it to the size of this jellyfish. Whoa. The largest kind of spider is the bird spider. Sorry, I'm moving my cord around. Okay. The largest kind of spider is the bird spider. The bird spider measures almost a foot across and has a poisonous bite. It spins a very strong web to trap the birds and large insects it eats. They're comparing it to a hand here. So it's like me taking my hand and spreading it out as much as I can, and I'd be close to the same size. The cheetah can run faster than any other animal. A cheetah can reach speeds of over 60 miles an hour, but only for a few hundred feet. When it chases other fast animals, such as an antelope, the cheetah must catch it quickly. The electric eel gives the strongest shock of any animal. It can give a shock of up to 650 volts, which is more than 5 times the amount of electricity that you need to turn on a light in your house. Okay, that is enough electricity to give some serious shock to a horse or other large animal. The land snail is one of the slowest animals. Some snails can move only about 8 inches in a minute. At that speed, the snail would need 5.5 days to travel 1 mile. Fortunately, the snail, with its hard shell, does not need to run away from danger. There are many kinds of large snakes, but the anaconda is the biggest. Anacondas grow to be over 25 feet and long and weigh 400 pounds. They wait in trees and drop onto their prey. A hungry anaconda can swallow a whole deer or goat. Sounds like the greedy snake, doesn't it? So here we have a picture of a person compared to the length of the snake. It's a big snake. They don't live here. The flea is very small, but it's the world's best jumper. The flea is only 1/16th of an inch tall. See how they're circling that little tiny dot? You can't really see it. The dot inside of that circle is the size they're showing a flea compared to a grown-up hand. So even though it's only 1/16th of an inch tall, it can jump 8 inches. That's about 130 times its own height. So imagine what it would be like for you to jump as high as 130 of your friends. That would be really high, wouldn't it? If a 5.5 foot tall woman could jump as well as a flea, so maybe somebody about Miss McKee's height, then she could jump to the top of a 65-story building. Do you think Miss McKee can jump on top of a building that's 65 stories, 65 levels tall? I don't think so. The Galapagos tortoise lives longer than any other animal. Galapagos tortoise can live to be over 150 years old, about twice as long as the average person lives. So if you and a Galapagos turtle were born at the same time, then after you finished your life, the Galapagos turtle would keep going for that amount of time again. That is a long time to live, isn't it? So, those are some interesting facts about animals and which ones are the biggest, strongest, fastest, and a few other interesting facts. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.